Reese is a champion in the unrivaled that virtually no one watched. People immediately took to social media and Twitter and started posting, look at what Angel Reese has accomplished. She has a national championship at LSU. She was the rebounding queen of the WNBA. Now she has a championship in the unrivaled, and she's Defensive Player of the Year. Oh, what an accomplishment.
Angel Reese is facing major criticism, and Jason Whitlock isn't going easy on her. The media has been building up her championship performance as if she were the main star, but there's a big issue. She didn't even show up for the playoffs.
Oh, Reese! 3-on-3! Let's get it! Hey, we back like we never left. Angel Reese in the post. Gotta work. Number 5. Shake and bake. Earthquake. Bang! Hey, Angel, you had all off season to get in the lab, fix your lamps, but what did you do? More podcasting. Layup. Mashed potatoes. Bang!
While her team was out there grinding and truly earning the championship, Angel was absent from the action. Yet some media outlets kept acting like she was the driving force behind it all. Newsflash, she wasn't even on the court.
Reese beating her shit. What y'all gonna say now? Now that I have this unrivaled championship that I didn't even think to attend. She went to LeBron James's youngest son's high school state championship game. If this championship mattered, she would show up. She could afford it.
I had no idea that Angel Reese didn't even bother to show up. Did not show up to support her teammates. It was that unimportant, but yet took a victory lap that you won a championship? You've got to be joking.
So the question is, should this really be seen as a career-defining moment? Or is it just another episode in the ongoing story of the media turning fiction into fact? Let's take a closer look at Angel Reese and break it down.
Leave the hop skippity do 3000 in 2024. Jumping off 1 foot, landing on that same foot. Then we're stat padding. Still, I thought we were past this, Angel. Bang! Rebounder in WNBA history. Look at this. Elite rebound. Look at that vertical. Look at the outlet pass. No, Angel. No. Why, Angel? Why? Not the kick out 3. Butter pecan. Bang! If you throw it out of bounds, you hate puppies. What? She a playmaker. She's a point queen. Point queen. She making plays for the other team. Bang! Whitlock Clark's not the only one that can make cool passes. I can do it. Me too.
But let's be honest, hardly anyone really cared. This wasn't full-scale, 5-on-5 competition. It was just 3-on-3 basketball, a format that even diehard fans barely follow. Yet somehow, this glorified summer league got hyped up like it was a WNBA Finals rematch.
Reese was a member of the Rose. They won the inaugural unrivaled championship last night.
I guess if you want to take a victory lap on that, you can. I just don't know if it means anything.
The team led by Reese faced off against Vincent in what was billed as the big finale, but the problem is hardly anyone even noticed it. Unlike major leagues that draw millions of viewers, this one flew under the radar, despite ESPN's half-hearted efforts to make it seem important.
This championship was to Angel Reese. Angel Reese didn't even attend the game. She was not in the building last.
And the only reason it's even getting attention now, you guessed it, Angel Reese. The twist, she didn't even play in the last 2 playoff games, including the championship. Instead of grinding alongside her teammates, she was off somewhere else, FaceTiming into the celebration as if she dropped 40 points in the finals. It's classic Angel. More hype than substance, more selfies than stats, and yet she still manages to put herself in the spotlight, whether she earned it or not.
That was more important than being at the location, being with her teammates.
Why is it just women's basketball where we see athletes acting like this?
If Angel Reese really thought this was a major career milestone, you'd expect her to actually show up and play. Just imagine the headlines if Caitlin Clark, A'ja Wilson, or Breanna Stewart had skipped a championship game and still expected praise. Of course that wouldn't happen, because serious players don't pull moves like that. Yet somehow, Angel Reese thought FaceTiming into the post-game celebration counted as being part of it.
Her team achieved this remarkable accomplishment. Angel Reese was so thrilled, she FaceTimed in press conference and celebration. That's how big this unrivaled championship was.
Unsurprisingly, as soon as criticism started mounting, social media rushed to defend her like it was a full-court press. Her fans began flooding Twitter, calling her a champion and comparing this glorified scrimmage win to her LSU title and WNBA rebounding stats, as if they're all on the same level. Spoiler alert, they're not. One of these things is definitely not like the others.
Covered this championship. Chelsea Gray scored 30 some odd points last night in the championship game. This championship that Angel Reese has added to her trophy case that she didn't even play in the last 2 games.
Let's be real. This whole thing is pure manufactured hype. If this championship truly mattered, Reese wouldn't have skipped the last 2 games, especially the final. Showing up when it counts matters. Sitting at home and FaceTiming into the celebration hardly makes her a team leader. The reality is, the media has been working overtime to shape Angel into the next face of women's basketball. Facts and logic be damned. This so-called accomplishment is more illusion than actual impact.
Oh, it's Angel Reese! Left alone! Bang! My money, and I want it now! Quarter 3 ball! Butter pecan! Burn!
Y'all gonna disrespect me and not guard me? Well, hand down, man down. Burn!
McDonald's handing out brand deals for this kind of bag work. I'll take a lot less! Help a brother out! Bang!
Really only need 3,997 more threes to catch Steph.
Bang!
This isn't even the first time the media has contorted itself to elevate Reese. The unrivaled league championship is just the latest example of this ongoing narrative building. The league itself didn't exactly set the sports world on fire, yet ESPN and others jumped on the story as if it were a WNBA finals moment, conveniently ignoring the fact that Reese didn't play in the games that actually decided the title.
So much of this championship that she's, I don't want to diminish the greatness of this championship by attending the game and rooting on my teammates. So I'll FaceTime in. No one wanted a 3-on-3 full court women's basketball league, and no one paid attention to this. Let's put together a social media campaign and let's pretend like Angel Reese just accomplished something. And
Angel Reese now finds herself at the center of one of the most awkward championship moments in recent memory. She missed the final 2 games, didn't touch the ball, didn't set foot on the court, and yet she strutted around as if she'd achieved the basketball equivalent of winning the Super Bowl. It's baffling and, frankly, a bit embarrassing.
we're going to build up this narrative that Angel Reese is one of the great athletes of our lifetime. She's right there with Steph Curry, and she's right there with LeBron James. She's right there with Kevin Durant. She's got a championship at LSU, and now she has a championship in the unrivaled.
So here's the real question. Should this even be considered a legitimate title? Or is it just another case of the media doing flips to keep the Reese hype train going? Spoiler alert, it's the latter. This isn't about optics, it's about what actually happened. And what happened is that Angel Reese was a spectator, not a star. Of course, Twitter didn't get that memo. Her diehard fans rushed to add this championship to her resume, putting it alongside her LSU glory days as if it belonged in the Hall of Fame. But that's not reality. A true competitor would have been on the court, battling.
Why I love her odds. Look at her defenders. They moonwalk backwards. She's always going to be open. If only the IRS left me alone like Angel's defenders leave her alone. Tax evasion! Her new nickname is 7-Eleven because she's open 24/7, baby. Shout out to my Detroit Pistons, Cade Cunningham. This is for you!
Angel Reese has been hyped by the media for a championship she didn't even play in, skipping the final 2 games while her teammates earned the win. Social media and outlets inflated her role, painting her as the star, while the real talent, players like Whitlock, Clark, Asia Wilson, and Brianna Stewart, dominated on the court. Reese FaceTimed into celebrations, posted cryptic tweets, and rode the hype, but her absence arguably helped her team play smoother. This title is a product of media spin, not performance, highlighting how her career is being artificially inflated, unlike true competitors who earn every accolade through effort, consistency, and leadership on the court.